So believe it or not, the thing is back to doing its thing. So that's wonderful. We love it when it does that, right, guys? Okay. Then I have to go and fix something. Yeah, and then we're stuck in the darkness for longer, right? There we go. Why is everything yellow? What's good, Heroes Productions? How we doing, man? Dude, what the heck? In Los Angeles? Ooh, nice. How's it going down there? There we go. That's good. Ah, dang, I forgot to plug my mic. Okay. At least you get to see the process of me plugging my mic in. All right. Let's go. Yo, I didn't know you had hair. That's always the joke everyone makes. Sometimes I can't tell, but it usually is a joke. But yeah. Also, it's really nice. Cool. That's awesome. This is the first time I'm hearing the audio without the beanie on, so it actually sounds really nice. I like it. Cool. Awesome. Please open the door. Nothing is different. We've been here before. Pacing these halls. Over the silence. Okay. I don't like that you guys can like hear me breathing and everything now, and all the sounds that my mouth make. Maybe you guys don't. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Have you seen all the new Jack stuff hitting Target? I have not. Is there like really good stuff? I haven't been to Target in like a minute, dude. I need to go over there, see if there's any like good things I can find, whether it be like a Gerald figure movie Super Shadow. Heck, maybe I can even find one of the older waves, like wave, what is it, 19, whichever one that Neo Metal Sonic or Mephiles came in, because I know one of them's coming back around in certain stores, so I should probably look at that. Looks so bloated, dude. Okay. Yeah, it's alright. We'll put on the beanie. I can sacrifice my hair for one day. Wow. It's tomorrow I have to worry about. It's actually a Sonic Racing Crossworlds RC and a pixel pack of Sonic and Tails. Nice! Dude, that sounds awesome. I would love a Racing Crossworlds RC. That would sound cool. I would assume it's of Sonic or Shadow, because I don't see anyone else that could probably do. Maybe they could do like Silver. I could see him getting away with that, but yeah, I don't know. Well, I hope you guys liked the last video. Hold up, that's too close. I hope you guys liked the last video, the predictions one. What's good, Roy Rocky 237? How we doing, man? And a giant Mecha Sonic and an Eggman. Okay, I did see the Eggman robot. I've been seeing that one. I haven't seen the giant Mecha Sonic though. I need to research that one. But yeah, I haven't heard much in terms of Sonic merch. Unless there's like something really big that's being talked about, maybe like in a Sonic Central, I just like don't really pay all that much attention. I follow a couple of accounts on my Instagram that do Sonic merch stuff, but they haven't really been posting all that much. So I never know these things. I think the last thing they posted was like the Shadow and Maria Kid Robot plush. So which I want that too. That would be so cool with them on with the Velcro, and yeah, it would just be cool. Whoops. All right, so you guys know the drill. We'll be streaming for just about an hour today. So yeah, Please like the stream if you've not yet already. I'm surprised there's actually not more people in here. Who knows? I am a little bit off in terms of timing, so that's probably why. I always blame myself, not you guys. You guys don't deserve it. Took a walk today, did some driving. Nothing too interesting, really. Went to a couple of stores.
Will Chris Wiz please come to the main office, please? Chris Wiz, thank you.
That's exactly what that side reminds me of. This side, it's more so like podcasty or video, but the other side just reminds me of a loudspeaker. Driving, yeah, I have my permit, so I need to do 6 months, about 50 hours. But yeah, it's pretty cool. My bad, I'm late. You're good, man. I'll continue to say it always. I don't really consider you guys to be late. I mean, you can yourselves. Like, I'm not the boss of you guys in terms of your brain, but I wouldn't consider you guys late unless you missed like last 10 minutes of stream. Like unless your last 10 minutes. Like, I think anything before that, you're fine. Really, you're growing up. I am growing up, dude. I'm not the 13-year-old kid who had the green wall background with, like, literally only this and a couple of things on the set. Now it's pretty much, like, almost everything that I have. It's insane. And you know what? The channel's been doing good, too. We've been having, like, a little bit of a boom in subscribers. It's not too much, like, hundreds or anything. It's just, like 10 or so here within the last day or so. Like, that's awesome. We don't usually see that kind of growth, so I'll take it whenever I can get it. Man. I'm starting up my nose. Also, thank you for the support on these last couple of videos. I'm seeing a movie with my neighbors. With your neighbors, are they having like a... Sorry. Are they having like an outdoor thing, or is it like actually going to go like to a movie theater and see something? Well, gotta go, SanicBoi. See you. Okay, see you, man. You have a good day as well. Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, lolly, lolly. Where is that? Oh, it's coming from there. Okay. Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop. Boom, boom. What's good, Sonic Animations? How we doing, man? Stupid chair. I need to get a new chair. The one that I have right now. Hold on. Let me just move the mic out of the way so you guys can see this a little bit better. But never mind. Okay. So what I have here is just literally this chair. Drawing right now. Nice. Is literally just this chair. Like that's it. Like 4 legs, no wheels, no nothing. Kind of a crappy paint job at the top here. An interesting texture right here, but I've liked it. I've had it for like a couple of years now. So it's not too bad. And now you guys just get to look at this now. This is, guys, is this the new SanicBoi camera angle? No, you're right. This is Buns. We are not keeping this. Much better. Okay. Woo. Ah, dang it. Really? Okay. Bop. Peak. It's peak. To each their own, I guess. Hold on. Okay. So a certain thing that I have to do every so often is like switch this like around. It's interesting, mostly because I don't feel like that should be necessary. But yeah, it's weird because it kind of just like comes undone every so often. So sounds like my dogs are barking. Much better. Okay, cool. Now I can actually hear myself. Zero people, man. Oh wait, no, Sonic animation. Hey man, drawing Sonic the Hedgehog in the Archie style. Nice. What's good, Tails chat? How we doing, man? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Well, it's been doing. I've been pretty all right. Pretty all right. We don't really have a lot to talk about today. We've already done like 11 minutes, and we've barely talked about anything. I think it's just been like talking about like the set, channel, how everyone's day's been or weeks, you know. But yeah, maybe how videos are doing, stuff like that, you know. But nothing, not stupid headphone jack. Nothing good. One of your actual videos that finally passed those chat, dude, for real. The Sonic CGI video. Yeah, that was a big, probably the biggest surprise in my channel is the fact that how well that video did. I thought it was just gonna be like maybe 1,000, 2,000. What's good, Radical X7592. And anyway, I thought it was gonna be like 1,000, 2,000 views. Apparently, people wanted me to talk about that. Like, people thought it was really interesting. So, I'm not complaining either. That it's a really good success for the channel. Mostly brought nothing but positivity to it. Definitely grew my channel a lot to over 3,000. Maybe that happened a little later. I don't know. But regardless, though, I think like the only thing people complained about is my usage of the word CGI, and obviously, duh, because the video is literally titled Sonic CGI. People were being such smart Alex in the comments, being like, CGI technically includes the cutscenes in game with those graphics as well. And like, there's literally no other way to specify that because if I say pre-rendered graphics, then they could also be pre-rendered graphics with the in-game graphics. So I would have to say Maya animated Sonic cutscenes. Remember from the Infree Discord? I do. Yeah. Anyway, I would have to use I just lost my train of thought. I would have to say, is that mic new? Yeah, I got it like last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. Your vids are actually fire. Thank you, man. Uh, yeah, I got on the 11th, same day as Superman. That's pretty cool. I actually have seen Superman. You're the best. Thank you, man. I appreciate it every time you guys say that. It's awesome. Because in my mind, I still imagine myself as like the kid with 750 subscribers. So to hear that you guys are saying that's just awesome to me. So yeah. But yeah, though, I would have to specify Maya Animation Studios Sonic Animations, and I didn't really want to do that. And everyone knows what I'm saying when I say Sonic CGI. We're talking about like the opening cutscenes that have the way higher level of graphics, or like Night at the Werehog that was used the same models and stuff like that. I'm seeing How to Train Your Dragon. Oh yeah, that one was like last month, right? I think it was like June 13th. I think it was June 13th because my friend it launched on my friend's birthday. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can search later, but yeah. Superman, give it a 9 out of 10. Nice. And how was Jurassic? It was mid. Dude, Jurassic World was literally my first Jurassic movie. Peak. Like it was so good. I also got to like stare at Scarlett Johansson the entire time. So I cannot lie to you guys. I can be like down bad just a little bit sometimes, but Yeah, no, it was a good movie. I there were a couple things I would change, but yeah, I got the Sonic cookbook and made the chili. It was really good. Nice. Might be a hater because I never seen it. That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, you can't really hate on something you haven't seen, right? Like, obviously you can have critiques of what you are seeing in like previews and stuff like that, but like you don't really like get the full opinion until you see the full movie. Like obviously a lot of people do that anyway, and I don't fault them for that because that's just like human nature to judge a cover by its book, but like it's fine. I don't really care. You want to say it's a bad movie just based off the trailer? That's your opinion. I don't really care. Like, you might be like objectively wrong. Like, it could be a good film. Well, art's subjective, so, but you could be subjectively wrong. But well, you can. My mind's doing loops. You can't technically be subjectively wrong. Anyway, yeah, though. Do the part they needed to change. The part that they needed to change. Are you talking about what I was saying earlier? Like, what or your opinion? You haven't really seen the movie. Knuckles the Drink and Silver's Mac and Cheese. Dude, I should try out Silver's Mac and Cheese. I the stupid cookbook has been sitting on my shelf for like a year now, I want to say. And I haven't done anything with it. I need to try something. Maybe make a video out of it too. Who knows? But something in here I need to try. Look, I just turned to a red page 31. Tornado chips. Those look good. Although I see vinegar in there, so I don't think so. Charmy Sweet Treat. That looks good. Whatever. Crap, I gotta leave in 10 minutes if I'm not on stream. You know why? Okay. How much was it? Well, I got it $5 off, but the base price is $30. Yeah. Was the mutant T-Rex? Yeah, that was good. I bought it on Mega and Sonic Archie Comics, like 18 books. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Am I shadow banned? No, you're not. Mac and cheese. Like, I'm reading off your comments here. You're good. I'm so mad that Werehog doesn't have any voice. Well, we don't technically know that yet. Like, they could always, like, do something last minute. But I doubt it, too. I don't... Stupid little thing. Anyway, I doubt it. I doubt they're going to put in lines, but we don't technically know that yet. But, yeah, I could definitely see that. You're growing a tiny mustache, aren't we all? But, yeah, I am. I just haven't shaved yet. Next time you see me, I probably won't have one. But, yeah. You should check out my videos from December of 2024. Like, specifically my movie Sonic review. My Sonic Movie 3 review out of the theater reaction. There I have a giant mustache. Like, it was bad. December of 2024 wasn't like a good spot for me anyway. So, I'm currently reading the Sonic IDW comics. They're really good. I was never a big fan of Archie Sonic. There's I really only like a portion of the Archie comics. Like, I can never get into the classic stuff. Even when Sonic's eyes turned green with issue 75, I couldn't get into that either. It was really just like, what's good, Chris Wiz? How we doing, man? It was really just like when it got to like when Ian Flynn got on the comic. That's when I think I like started to enjoy it, because I really like Ian Flynn's writing. I think it's really good.
Don't worry, everyone. Chris Wiz has arrived at the main office. Thank you.
That was a joke, Chris. You wouldn't understand that. I like Post Genesis Wave Rebooter. That is a take. I will say that. I enjoy it too. In fact, I have the graphic novels that they released for the post Genesis Wave, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Which includes everything from the start of the new reboot series and into the Werehog arc. And then they just stopped making them. But yeah, you like Ian Flynn? Nah, I'm calling some... No, I don't want them on me, dude. Like, come on. Sonic Twitter might just be like one of the most polarizing places you will ever be on. Like, when I had it for a little bit, Like there was some really cool stuff on there, some really cool art, some really good discussions happening, and then there were some people calling telling other people like off themselves, you know. But otherwise, like it's insane. My friends know about my YouTube channel at school, and I'll be in middle school. Yeah, nah. You know, I started my channel when I was like halfway through middle school. It was I told a couple people about it. No one has ever really like gone on a big thing like against me. Like I don't think anyone's like importance really found out, but or at least important in here. But yeah. Although there was one time when I was walking around school during sophomore year, and which was last year, and someone just yelled SanicBoi. Didn't know who it was. I have an idea as to who it was, but I don't know for sure. It really could have been anybody. But as far as I'm aware, no one else knows. Have you watched One Piece? It's peak. No, I haven't seen One Piece. Dude, I always hear that One Piece is peak, but like, do I really want to watch 1,000 episodes? No, think so. I don't think so. I'm an old cringe channel. I've lost the login, so I've shut the internet forever. Getting recognized in public video when? Heck no, dude. I was at the store earlier today. There was a girl with a Shadow the Hedgehog shirt. Didn't even see her. My parents just pointed it out. like like no duh, obviously my parents know about all of this, but because this is literally my room, but so they know my whole big Sonic thing, and again, no duh. So they saw some of the shadow show. I was like, where? It was a girl? Like, yeah. But yeah, can we talk about like Ian Flynn? Like, dude, it's crazy. You like Sonic? No? What are you talking about? Anyway, let's get back on Ian Flynn, dude. Like, for as much stuff as we give Ian Flynn, like being mean, should I start a podcast or just wait a little longer? Maybe wait till you have more of a following. I feel like a podcast is something you do with like a spin-off thing. Like take Starfall Radio for instance. It's a bunch of different creators with pre-established fan bases all coming together on this one little thing. I feel like they had the right idea there, but just like starting a podcast out of nowhere, it could work. I could definitely see it. What's good, Danny? But I would wait till you're a little bit bigger. I like Ian Flynn. He's definitely overhated. Dude, for real. Like, of course I have my gripes with Ian Flynn. Like, there are a couple of things about what he's done in the past and his writing style that I don't personally like. I really live stream, but I don't know what to do. I'm gonna feature you in a Sonic Animations live. Alright. We'll see. I watched the One Piece. It's the short version of the series. Okay. But yeah, though, like Ian Flynn, I think personally is kind of too committed to like bringing everything together. I know people get on him about the whole references the game, you know, but like in all reality, there really wasn't that many. Like I would have expected more out of him, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I don't really care about the references. I think those are cool little things, especially in Crossworlds with all the character interactions. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice. But there's a point where he stays too committed to what Sega is telling him. Like, do you guys remember when Sonic Prime Season 3 was, when Sonic Prime was coming out, throughout its 3-season lifespan, and Ian Flynn was saying, like, oh yeah, guys, it's canon. And then when Season 3 rolls around, and we were like, no way. Like, there's no, how, dude, what? Anyway, and then when Season 3 rolled around, you'll see, without the time stuff, worst line? No, not the worst line. This is why I wish Sonic 06 was actually a part of canon still, because there are multiple different ways to time travel. So with him just outright saying without the time stones, with how much Ian Flynn loves to reference Sonic 06, I definitely think that hot take, they just need to like put Sonic 06 back into the canon. Gotta leave in 2 minutes. All right. hot take. They just need to put Ian Flynn. I meant not Ian Flynn. Sonic 06 back into the canon. He was saying it was canon. I thought it was other people. That's technically it was Sega, but Ian Flynn is kind of like the one who they put in front of all of that. Like technically, it was Sega. I think it was a press release that Sega originally stated it, but then Ian Flynn kind of took it into his own and said, "With season 3, you will learn how it's canon," and that ended up being just shots from Sonic Advance that were very poorly made. All the pixel art in that show was like so bad. There, here, gotta go. Bye. All right, see ya. All the pixel art in that show was just so bad. I'm sorry. Like, the environments looked good, but like everything else just was kind of mid. I cannot lie to you. I hated it. Sonic Prime was just bad. Oh, absolutely. Like no one's denying it. No one's denying it. Sonic Prime was just bad. I'm sorry. Like some people can say that they thought it was good, which all the more power to them. But I legitimately think it's a failure in terms of like children's media. Yo, bro, got an upgrade, dude. I did. It's the microphone, dude. It's so tough. It's widowy so tough. Anyway, yeah. And he was like, and after all of that, Mickey Mouse Club, dude, for real, it's literally just like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse for the Sonic franchise. And, hold on. Then afterwards, when everyone's getting mad at him, like, that doesn't mean anything. Just because the show reset itself doesn't mean it's canon. Which, the literal most amount of evidence on a timeline placement that I can put it is after Sonic Heroes, because Rouge has her outfit and Shadow is here. So, and nowhere after that too. I watched Prime and I gave my opinion in a post. If you've seen that, I remember seeing the post. I don't think I had time to read all of it, but yeah, I did see that post. No, because I got that no shot. There's no way. Like exact and everything? Really? Man, all right. But yeah. Anyway, when everyone was mad at Ian Flynn after the whole like it's canon because it resets itself, Sonic is so out of character. Like it literally can't be exactly, and it literally resets itself. It's not canon. It's like Sonic 06. He was like, oh well, I technically didn't say it was canon. Well, no, that's not what he said. People were wondering about a timeline placement, and he said, after Sonic Advance 3. What does he say after everyone gets mad about the timeline reset? Well, I technically didn't say it was after Sonic Advance 3. I said it was sometime after it. So it could technically take place any time in the timeline. It doesn't matter because it resets itself. Like, dude, he was being such a pretentious little jerk there. I like that might be one of the worst Ian Flynn moments of all time. Also, how he writes Amy is not like particularly good to me. I know people don't really like the whole thing around her personality being like, "Oh, I love Sonic," but like, let's be perfectly honest here. Does Amy really have anything going for her? I know you're Loki. I know other traits of her exist, but like they've never really been explored outside of like the IDW comics. I'm here to tell you to open a heart, then you can reach for the stars because you have endless possibilities and we can live and learn, dude, for real. Manga is $5 in my local books. Dude, $5? If it's a manga series you like, I'd say get it. Like, totally. That sounds awesome. I got like Spider-Man Red for like $10. Or Fake Sun. I don't remember what that's called. Fake Red, that's what it's called. That's right. But yeah, though. It was so... Anyway, let's be perfectly honest here. Stupid thing. There are literally no other traits that are interesting with Amy. I'm sorry. I just like to say Prime takes place in an alternate timeline / universe. It should be its own. Dude, for real. Like, I think Sega, like, in their course correction, trying to, like, unify everything, they kind of overstepped their boundaries. Chat, should I prank call Jackson, aka SanicBoi, on Discord? No, please don't. Anyway, they kind of overstepped. They kind of tried to make everything canon. I have 25 manga novels. Sonic also. Nice. They tried to make everything canon because this was around the time where like Sega was doing their course correct. They were hiring a lore manager, so they kind of were like, "Oh, let's do this for the Sonic fans, right?" But it ended up being one of the worst things they could do, and I feel like the fact that it's technically canon is what ruined Sonic Prime for me. The only thing that was good in Sonic Prime was the animation. Yeah, nah, I can't even disagree. That's true. The animation in Sonic Prime was like top tier. It was so good. There were a couple moments where I think they kind of stretched it too far, but yeah. If I grew up, I will become a new actor in Avengers Doomsday and Zootopia and Sonic 4. Nice. But yeah, though. Back on the topic of Amy, they've tried to explore different things with her. Like in Sonic Frontiers, when they did, I want to share my love with the world. So boring. Amy is boring. I'm sorry, guys. Amy is boring outside of her love for Sonic and her tarot card. Tarot? We'll just go with fortune cards. But anyway, she's boring. Amy is boring. Outside of her fortune cards and outside of her love for Sonic, Amy is boring. Can you tell me like a specific trait that is like present throughout the entire series that is not loving Sonic or the tarot cards? What do you think, guys? No. I used to like Amy a lot, but that's dwindled over the years. I don't really care for her anymore. Dude, exactly. And you know the best 2 times Amy has appeared in? It's Sonic Adventure and Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom has the best Amy. You cannot like convince me of otherwise. They should have brought her personality from Sonic Boom into the main series. That would have made her so much more interesting, and I feel like that would have just like made her character in Sonic Frontiers so much better. Because I feel as though with the eliminating of Sally Acorn from the franchise up until Sonic Blitz, of course. They've tried to turn Amy into Sally. You know? I feel like they did that. Yeah. Her love. I used to like Amy a lot. I feel like they did that. Well, I think they tried, but I don't think the writers are competent enough to fully bring that in. Or I don't think Sega will let them. Because if they had tried already, I feel though it would just be a lot better. Like, I don't know. Amy's been boring in literally every single game that she's been in, like, for the past 10 years. So, Sally Acorn is over. You take that back! You take that back! Sorry, I had to crash out. Sorry for the ear headphones or the audio, if you guys are hearing that. SanicBoi, read my comment. A manga box says $10 and RC comics are $2. Oh, wow. I think so, too. Like literally my favorite female Sonic character, and my favorite male one's obviously Sonic, but maybe Shadow. Dude, I'm wearing headphones like it actually hit me like a rock. I'm saying it. Please don't. Legally, you can't. That's not my fault. Anyway, it's my mic for not being like good enough for my screaming. Anyway, I would agree to you to some extent, but I still believe that she is Sonic's like best character in terms of like from external media, as well as how her relationship with Manic and Sonia. No, dude, I couldn't read it. Just live with the typo. You can correct it in another comment. Kind of crazy bro pinned my comment for being based. I was gonna pin the first person who talked about Beat, so like, dude, for real. I hate Manic and Sonia because they were in one thing, and then that one thing sucked. Dude, for real. Amy's overrated, Sally's yeah, I'd say so. I'd say they're both overrated in their own ways. Like, let's be perfectly honest here, Sally was not like a good character up until Ian Flynn like started writing for her. Hot take. Ken Penders ruined Sally. I'm sorry. Like, she was so annoying in all of the Archie comics that she appeared in. And the slap, too. Like, come on. Any Sonic news? They want me to spend $70 on Crossworld, dude. For real, like that sucks. Hey, I thought you were gonna be gone. Yeah, that's fine. You can join. Dark Sonic and Naza are both carried by Fan Thing, dude. For real, triplet spawn. The throne awaits. Sorry for you guys' headphones again. The seer warns of a deadly fate. Wake up, your children, separate. Bide your time, lie and wait. Sonic Underground. That was not a take. That was cold AF, dude. For real. And after Ian Flynn took over, she was still like a better character because they at least tried to course correct and get her back onto being Sonic's like equal instead of having her be holier than thou, thinking like, you know, she's her own princess, you know. Play Speed Life, I can't, because you want to know what happened last time I played it when I said I probably shouldn't play it. The live stream got copyright struck. Like it literally did. I'm not joking with you. I can post on my community post if you want me to do that. But literally it got copyright struck. It doesn't affect my channel, but it's still like it got taken down. So on in Russia, I believe it got taken down. So I don't really want to like do that. Blaze is goated. I would say so. Do an impression of Sad I Am Sonic. Hey guys, way past cool. Like, I can't do Jaleel White. Maybe it's because I'm not black, but you know what? It's fine. Whatever. I'm sure Devin Mack could probably do a good Jaleel White. He sounds a lot like him already. That's kind of tough. No, it's not. I feel like the person you hired for... Dude, I can finally voice act? Nice. What were we talking about before? Oh, yeah. When Ian Flynn came on to the Archie comics, Sally got a whole lot better. And then what did they do? They had to reboot. They're laughing about something there. Hopefully it was because of me, but, you know, whatever. They can have their own fun. Anyway, yeah, though, what they have to go and do, they had to reboot the comic. And you know what? What's even more ridiculous, and what I believe is alienating this Archie fans who were committed to the comic. They kind of started to abandon, because of the Sega mandates, they kind of started to abandon the whole love thing between Sonic and Sally. But what did they end up doing? I believe Ian Flynn was the one to say this, but their original plan before the comic got canceled was to have Sally and Nicole get together. Now, I wouldn't mind if they did that, like no one cares. But it's the fact that they already had so much pre-established stuff. They'd give each other looks, you know, like Nicole Excel. You shut up now. I think it's like the pre-established stuff, the fact that the characters still remember all the stuff that happened beforehand. I feel like for them to just completely abandon everything between, like, even if they like broke up, went their separate ways, like accepted that, even that I would like fully understand. Like if they wanted to like do their whole, okay, we used to love each other past life, then boom, now okay, but we're like different now, so we're done, right? Like I would accept that. Like if they wanted to do that, go ahead. And then have Sally get with whoever they want, sure, fine. But, like, just out of nowhere? Really? Like, I saw literally, like, no, like, romantic chemistry between the two of them getting set up at all. Sally and the AI getting together is just the future of our society. Yeah, I'd say so. There are already people who are getting married to AI robots, so I see no reason as to why a chipmunk couldn't. But yeah, though, it just seems like too sudden of a change, especially considering they hadn't like acknowledged it previously. They're probably gonna do it, so they're probably gonna do something with them. But then they got that's what I'm thinking. Like I would assume that they would kind of start to introduce that aspect, like after the classic adaptations, and then when they're with their next storyline, they would do that. From my neighbors. My neighbor's sister wants to swim with the dolphin. Want to swim with dolphin? Dude, that sounds tough. I would want to swim with dolphins too. Sounds awesome. Yeah, now that I've brought this out, We should check and see what's inside. I, I got this thing like back in March, I want to say. And it's actually like really extensive. I think I need to learn how to do tarot cards, but yeah. Wasn't the Metal Virus originally made for Archie? Yes, it was. And you know what? That's another mistake. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. The reboot was the worst thing to happen to the Archie comic. Like it was. No matter how much on everyone's soul, we all love the Sonic and Mega Man crossover. Worlds collide. It definitely like ruined the Archie comics. I'm sorry. Like for as good of a finale send off the original Archie comics as it was booty. It did horrible things for the Archie comics. Wonderful crossover. They could have just done it in Sonic Universe. I'm sorry. It could have. I don't care if they had to erase all of the characters that came from the Ken Penders arc. Just have them go on one last adventure, and then have them like getting stuck somewhere. You know what? And no one knows, you know? The character chat, not the brain rotted term. Oh, Sigma. Who's Sigma? Someone's giving me the worst look. Oh, that's too bad. But yeah, though, because I really would have liked to have seen what they were having in store if they didn't reboot the comic. Because guarantee you, if the whole thing with Ken Penders did not happen, we would not have the Sega mandates, and the Archie comics would still be going, and all my hopes and dreams would be coming true. Can we see the Sonic lamp? Yeah, I got you, game. Okay. So you folks are currently looking at is the Sonic lamp. That's right there. But let me turn it on. Usually I do turn it on, but I forgot to this time around. Let me just turn it. Yeah. Lag. Uh-oh. SanicBoi's the best. Subbed him if you're not. Thank you. Hold on. Let me just... Nope, we back? Okay, cool. But yeah, that's the Sonic lamp right there. Also my 2 Sonic X shotguns, the water gun right here with the orange and the normal one. IDW is good. To an extent, yes. Let me explain what I mean by that. The Archie comics were able to expand upon the world of SatAM, which was not tied to the games. Therefore, they had... Like, they could do whatever they wanted, really, because Sega, they didn't really care back then. But also, they could bring in new ideas, new characters, have great big story arcs that don't have to be connected to the games. They could tell their own story. But with IDW, they are far more limited, mostly because probably Sega has to go and improve every single comic. And while they do have their own characters, they do have their own stories, they have to be tied down to the games. They have to be tied down to the game's personalities, everything like that. They can't add characters from like Sonic Boom. They couldn't add Sticks in there. They couldn't add Sally, you know? IDW being tied to the games introduces more world building that is never seen, though. Like, I would have no problem with the IDW comics if they like had more representation in the games. Do you have a girl? No, I do not. Knock knock, where the hell's at? Sonic the Hedgehog. No shot. Anyway, someone told them they were going to body slam my neighbor. That's crazy. They actually could. They could. Sticks, like, especially with the last little line in Sonic Frontiers, maybe Cream and Sticks are free. Make a road trip out of it. But yeah, they could use Sticks. But yeah, I don't see how they could what was this? The world building. The world building is awesome in IDW. What they've been able to what they've been able to do so far is honestly incredible, and I hope they keep on doing it, especially with the newest arc that's supposedly introducing a new Jester character. So that's cool. But and apparently they're gonna have multiple different story arcs, like a Sonic Universe type thing. What about school? I'm not in school right now. It's summer. But what was I saying? Like a Sonic Universe type beat. So that's cool. They're going to be more world building with the more stuff that they do. With the more stuff that they do, but none of it is seen in the games. None of it. And with how much they've tried to relate it back, said that they are canon, you'd think we'd start seeing some of these IDW locations within the games. I think like the only big one is like Green Hill, Sunset Heights. I think that's it. My summer ends. No, it doesn't. No shot you start on July 22nd. What? That's crazy. Hey, at least that means you probably get to end sooner though, right? Like, hopefully. Although you probably have to experience like 100-degree weather. So, which see this on my calendar. Anyway, I totally agree with you that the world building IDW is like great, but if only we could see it in the games because of how heavily tied these things are to them, right? Like, definitely. What have people been saying? See you, man. Shameless plug, but I really love world building a lot. I've spent months writing Resident Evil, so it's really good world building. Nice. That's not IDW. Yeah, I know it's not. I know it's not, but let's be perfectly honest here. We have the same man writing the games and the same man writing the games and the comics. And I do definitely agree it's also Sega's fault as well. They have to go and approve everything. But I don't think that to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think there has even been an attempt to even try to cross over anything yet. Again, that could definitely be up to Sega, and I could be wrong about that. But I don't think... I don't believe that there has been any attempt on Ian Flynn's side. That could be definitely because of Sega, but I am starting to kind of believe that that's not really because of Sega. That's because he wants to make a thing separate from the comics. So yeah. Isn't writing the comics. Ian isn't writing the comics. He's done a couple of issues recently. Yeah, he has. And even then, most of it's still of his creation. He's done everything like up until issue 44. Then it's been Evan Stanley and him occasionally. But yeah, SanicBoi, read my comment. Broski, my summer holiday is 30 weeks. Where do you live, bro? 3 weeks? 1, 2, 3? Dude! What? That's messed up. Even so, though, with them, like, two worlds BS, two world stuff. Don't even get me started on that. I think the quote has been misinterpreted to, like, Timbuktu and back, dude. Like, I get how some people would interpret it as there are literally two separate worlds, but I think what he was trying to say is that there's a separate area that the Sonic characters live on as opposed to where everything else is. Like how they're representing it now, two worlds. Like, not literally two worlds, metaphorically two different worlds. My school is strict. Yeah, but like 3 weeks of summer? Really? That's a lot of school. Unless you're one of those, going to one of the schools that does like 3 trimesters of school. That's okay. Okay. Weird. All right. What was I saying before? Oh, yeah. I think it's metaphorically two worlds. He's in the comics and the games. Well, yeah, but that... To be fair, though, to Chris's point, they literally have been to Spagonia, like, in the comics. Like, which issue was it? It was on the Misadventures comic. I have it right here. It was, okay. Dang it. Sorry for your ears. Anyway, which comic did they go to Spagonia? It's, Would be 62. 63 is the comic where they go to Spagonia. Like, see? Hold up. That's literally, they're literally in Spagonia. Oh, and they literally show Station Square. And they also show Halaska from Sonic Unleashed as well. Isn't that funny? Huh. So, I think that's just another one of those Sega mandates that's still technically in effect for the comics. Because we've seen Gerald and stuff like that. Well, we don't see him with it. To be frank, I think it's implied that they're... Wait, no, there's like literally nothing showing that there are people there. That's right. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'm trying to like look for anything that could possibly point to someone. That could possibly point to someone actually being there. Before we head back, you want to grab a bite? Restaurant Swa is pretty classy, or we could hit up Joseph's if you want something to eat on the run. If there are running restaurants within running distance of them, I feel as though there are people there. But yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna like argue on that point because like I think it's like up to determination if you want to say that there are humans there or not, like in the IDW comics. But recently we've seen like Gerald and Maria, but even then those have been like the only other two human characters besides like Commander Abraham Towers and the professor lady that appeared in the Tales tube. Next year's holiday is 2. Dude, what? My school holidays were 10 weeks. What's the reason for that? To be fair. Well, that's not being fair, though. That's still trying to argue your point. It's a living Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. It can't be to be fair, because you're literally still arguing for your point. Well, not arguing. We're discussing right now. But, yeah. You see what I'm saying, though. This stupid shadow pixel thing, the pixel puzzle, that's what I call it. I don't know if it has like an actual name, but probably one of the worst purchases I've ever bought. Worst things, like top 5 probably in terms of like the Sonic franchise. Top 5 worst things I've probably ever bought, because you know what? Something they did not consider is how this thing would crumble underneath its own weight. I don't even know if I like want it. Sonic Battle reference. Yeah, actually. Sonic Battle. Dude, the Sonic Battle games, for as much as I don't like, for as much as I don't like Sonic Battle, where do you keep that? Beforehand, it was like right here, like being held up by this Uno deck right here. But now, let me turn the camera. Do you see where the Tomy, like customizable Sonic figure is right there next to the Sonic hat and the Chow plush? It was sitting on top of that. Now, in retrospect, this was not the best idea, but at the time it actually worked fairly well. And now that I'm taking things apart, things are kind of just falling apart. And usually what happens is that the shadow thing is the only thing that falls. So, although the Chow fell this time. Yeah, doesn't matter. My school summer holiday is 3. My years ago was like a full holiday. Dude. So, who's the evil businessman running your school, dude? Like, down from like 10 weeks to a to 3, really, and then 2 potentially. I think you said that, but yeah, what? How many do I get? Like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I get like 12, dude. That's a good 30 months, maybe, just give or take. Like, what? Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. You know, there's a little thing on my screen that has a crown on it. It says top fans. I've never seen that before. We're gonna click it. It does. Guys, let's see who my top fans are. You guys you guys have XP. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's just the people who are in the chat. Do you guys want to know the leaderboard right now? You guys want to know? It's in the 9th place we got Roy Rocky 237. In 8th place we got Daniel Torres 9 and 9F, which was the guy who said if I grow up or if when I grow up or something like that. We got Gavin Cuphead. Just Dexton. I still don't know how to say your name after all this time. And Radical X 7592YT. Then we got Classic Sonic. Then we got Chris Wiz. Then we got Tails Chow. Then we got Sonic Animations. I would assume that's purely based off of just how you guys comment. So, yeah, let's up those numbers. I'm so chronically online, dude. I bet most of you probably don't even know where that clip comes from. I need to make it first. Please do not spam in my comments section. I will be like timing you out if you do that. Maybe I should just make a whole separate channel just based on like talking about internet drama and stuff like that. It could work. There's this guy that I watch that uses the Dark Spine Sonic, like, but he talks about commentary stuff. He does fairly well. I think he does balanced takes on something. So, what was he called? I'm thinking Eclipsify, but that's my friend's channel. It's I don't know. I don't have my iPad in here, so I can't look it up. Okay. When is Jackson getting his icon skin? When Fortnite messages me, that's when I'll get my icon skin. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. We love SanicBoi. Thank you. Scream into the mic? Chris, I'm not screaming into the mic. I'm not screaming into the mic. I won't. I've already done it. You guys seem to have not liked it. Sorry. You especially, Chris. I'm sorry. I can sing. Dum bum 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 bum. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear and state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway. No, it's about the same still. More, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, laughed, and cried. Thank you all so much for showing up to the stream. I will see you all in whatever I do next, which will probably be a community post. Bye.